a door anchor that I put my flex band through, and I put it about the middle hinge height to do some supine arms or laying on the floor with hands in the straps. If you don't have a pre-made door anchor, I actually cut the strap off the end of one of my shopping tote bags. I used my Lululemon one, and then tied it into a nice tight knot, and then I would put that knot through the door hinge or into the other side of the door. Just make sure your door is either locked or no one's gonna open it on you if you're using the side of the door. This also works with handled tubing. You would just put your tubing through your anchor, and it doesn't have to be webbing. It could be a sock or something else that isn't gonna move on you. And then I would loop that through and put it at the height that I needed. Down to the mat and lay on my back. I'm gonna separate the pieces of the band and have a section in each hand. Shoulders are down, and then I'm gonna do the movements in separate videos, but I can have this down. I can bring legs to tabletop, out to the 45, or up into a bridge. I have my flex band hooked to a door anchor, and it's about the middle hinge on my door. You can adjust it up or down depending on your height, arm length, and how much resistance you want based on what your flex band is. Laying on my back, I have a few options here. I'm gonna separate the pieces of band into my hands, and I like to bunch them up a little bit just to make it easier to hold. I'm gonna pull my shoulders down and my arms down by my hips. Lift and lower. So making like a letter I, straight up and down, lifting and lowering my arms. Pulling abs in. Another move is out to a 45. So I can make my arms come up and down at about a 45-degree angle, making more of a Y or V shape versus that I. So I'm pulling down, again, whichever position works better to stabilize back and pelvis. We can do our T-press here. So pulling my hands down to the mat. I'm gonna lift up in a bridge for this one. And then I'm gonna sweep my arms out and in, making a T shape or abduction and adduction side arm of those shoulders. Feeling the shoulder blades rotate on my back. Pulling my hands down to my hips, I can take this into a tricep press. If you bring your legs up to tabletop, your knees and elbows and hips can all be at 90, and then reach them away from you and back in, reaching away and back in. Breathing